Live, the news you count on. NBC2, News at 5.
Most students in Southwest Florida are back to school, but imagine what it's like to be a sick child who can't go to class because you have to be in the hospital.
NBC2's Holly Hojek shows us how patients at Golisano Children's Hospital keep up with their studies.
It's not your typical classroom setting. That's because 8-year-old Coriana is not your typical student. Coriana suffers from an illness that keeps her in and out of the hospital every week. It makes staying on top of her third-grade school assignments pretty tough. That's where Garrett Gablehouse comes in.
Okay, what are we working on today?
Gablehouse brings the classroom to the students. It's part of the in-hospital teacher program at the Children's Hospital and Health Park. Over the course of a day, Gablehouse will sit down with 16 different kids.
It's just me and the patient in there working at their bedside, so it's a different feeling.
Different and extremely helpful to families whose #1 concern is their child's health.
They have enough on their plate just worrying about what's wrong with their kid.
The program has been around for 7 years now, thanks in large part to Suncoast Schools Credit Union. It's donated more than $200,000. Lee and Collier schools also help out.
We really feel strongly about serving the community, and that is a perfect example of what somebody can do to really make a difference.
The latest push is to build a classroom in the new Children's Hospital that breaks ground in 2014. Right now, Gablehouse goes from hospital bed to teach his 6 students.
In a public school, a lot of kids take that for granted, and kids are here sitting in a 13 by 13 room staring at 4 walls. So you walk by and you're like, hey, you want to read a book? You want me to read to you, or stuff like that? They're like, yeah.
The in-hospital teacher program is statewide, but it's not a required program. It costs approximately $60,000 a year. The peace of mind it brings, some say, is priceless. In Fort Myers, Holly Hojek, NBC2.